Michael Kirk Douglas, born September 25, 1944, is an American actor and film producer. He has received numerous accolades, including 2 Academy Awards, 5 Golden Globe Awards, a Primetime Emmy Award, the Cecil B. DeMille Award, and the AFI Life Achievement Award. 3. The elder son of Kirk Douglas and Diana Dill, Douglas received his Bachelor of Arts in Drama from the University of California, Santa Barbara. His early acting roles included film, stage, and television productions. Douglas first achieved prominence for his performance in the ABC police procedural television series, The Streets of San Francisco, for which he received 3 consecutive Emmy Award nominations. In 1975, Douglas produced One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, having acquired the rights to the Ken Kesey novel from his father. The film received critical and popular acclaim and won the Academy Award for Best Picture, earning Douglas his first Oscar as one of the film's producers. Douglas went on to produce films including The China Syndrome, 1979, and Romancing the Stone, 1984, for which he received the Golden Globe Award for Best Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy, and The Jewel of the Nile, 1985. Douglas received critical acclaim for his portrayal of Gordon Gekko in Oliver Stone's Wall Street, 1987, for which he won the Academy Award for Best Actor, a role he reprised in the sequel Wall Street. Money Never Sleeps in 2010. Other notable roles include in Fatal Attraction, 1987, The War of the Roses, 1989, Basic Instinct, 1992, Falling Down, 1993, The American President, 1995, The Game, 1997, Traffic, 2000, and Wonder Boys, 2000. In 2013, for his portrayal of Liberus in the HBO film Behind the Candelabra, he won the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Miniseries or a Movie. Douglas starred as an aging acting coach in the Netflix comedy series The Kominsky Method, 2018 to 2021, for which he won a Golden Globe Award for Best Actor, television series musical or comedy. He has portrayed Hank Pym in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, beginning with Ant-Man 2015. Douglas has received notice for his humanitarian and political activism. He sits on the board of the Nuclear Threat Initiative, is an honorary board member of the Anti-War Grant-Making Foundation Plowshares Fund, and he was appointed as a United Nations Messenger of Peace in 1998. He has been married to actress Catherine Zeta-Jones since 2000. After a rare outing with his daughter, who hears snide remarks about his father, Michael Douglas is referred to as dead. Michael Douglas vanished from the spotlight to raise his children, Dylan and Caris. After reading about it in the news, his daughter assumed her father would pass away within a month. After a recent appearance with his 20-year-old daughter, the 78-year-old actor received insults such as fossil, frail, and dead. Even as a father, Michael Douglas wasn't always devoted. Cameron didn't get much attention from his father after he had his first child at age 43 during his unsuccessful marriage to Diandra Luker. Douglas didn't have the time to raise his son properly because he was so preoccupied with his Hollywood profession. Douglas came to his senses and recognized that he could no longer be absent from his son's life after his son was put to prison for drug selling. Thankfully, there was still time. With a lot of encouragement from his father, Cameron began a new chapter in his life. After being released from prison, he eventually established himself as a family man. On a historic night, the actor was unwinding at a pub when he spotted Catherine Zeta-Jones, who was 25 years younger. As soon as they began conversing, the Wall Street actor knew he wanted to have children with her. Choosing to be forthright with her, he said, "I'll be the father of your offspring." His desire to have a family with the actress from The Mask of Zorro came fulfilled. The couple got married in 2000 and had a baby son that year who they named Dylan Michael. On April 20, 2003, the Hollywood couple welcomed a baby girl named Carrie Zeta-Douglas into their home, growing their family 3 years later. Douglas began considering what he needed to do to provide his newborn girl and her toddler brother with a typical upbringing after his children were born. He didn't know how having a child later in life would affect tiny Carries at that time. Douglas left Hollywood to stay at home in Bermuda's lovely surroundings. Father Carries Zeta-Douglas and her older brother had a sun-kissed childhood. Carries honestly had no notion that her father was the well-known actor Michael Douglas, since she was shielded from the sparkle and glamour of Hollywood. To her, he was just a kind father who made wonderful pancakes in the kitchen. Carries and Dylan were able to flourish in a loving and regular environment because of their peaceful family life, knave to her father's popularity. After a less than ideal start to fatherhood with his oldest child, Douglas made the crucial choice to give his parental responsibilities top priority. He abandoned his burgeoning Hollywood career to devote himself entirely to raising his children. Giving Carries and Dylan the consideration and direction they required was a choice. Yet the creator of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest was concerned about still having his youngest children in their teens when he was in his mid-80s. He could already feel the urge to always keep his body fit growing. He was so engrossed in domestic life that he discovered true satisfaction in letting his beloved wife follow her job. He also acknowledged, "At the moment, I'm preoccupied with my duties as a husband and a father. I cherish this time because I never imagined having children at this age." Carries thought her dad would pass away. The youngest children in Douglas' family experienced a big life adjustment after the family relocated to Manhattan. Carries, 6, hated the new location since there were so many paparazzi there. Beyond her years, Carries was described as extremely brilliant and thoughtful, and she also had a mysteriousness about her. The girl heard, "Your grandpa has coming to pick you up," a lot growing up with her father. Yet, Carries will never forget one incident involving her father. The young woman went to a pharmacy by herself and read a tabloid headline that made her cry. She said she would always remember this moment. "I suddenly started crying when I saw this image of my father with the caption, 'Michael Douglas cancer again, dying in a month.'" She had no comprehension of anything. She was most perplexed by her parents' failure to inform her of the awful news directly. It wasn't the first time she had heard snide remarks about her dad's age, health, or appearance. Far from it. After appearing with his grown daughter, Douglas was referred to as dead. Carries recently stood by her parents during the Cannes Film Festival, despite the fact that she dislikes making public appearances when cameras are flashing from all angles. Carries, now a 20-year-old beauty, grasped her 78-year-old father's hand, while her beautiful mother did the same on the other side. However, Douglas quickly came under the spotlight from critics, who then made remarks about the actor. The actor was called out for being frail and like a fossil, and was branded a old haggard instead of being complimented on his sharp tucks or attractive hairstyle. The comment that the 78-year-old father looked dead was arguably the one that was the most hurtful to him. The Wonder Boys actor smiled, but it was his daughter's sparkling eyes that caught everyone's attention. Carries on the red carpet in an incredible Elisab design, a white dress that resembled gossamer and was embellished with delicate flower motifs. Her thick hair was arranged into a sophisticated high bun, and a little natural makeup accentuated her already stunning appearance. This 20-year-old beauty added glistening silver earrings, a bracelet, and a ring to her alluring look. The small girl didn't hesitate to kiss her father's cheek in front of the audience, or to look at him with pride as they posed for pictures on the red carpet. Carries proudly showed her father her love in front of others, and supported him in spite of the stigma associated with his advanced age. Thanks for watching my video.